knowledge. I wish to begin this afternoon's program with a quote from John Paul, and it reads, "Before you spend, you must learn to save first." And financial experts have always been saying that savings must become a priority and not just a thought. The reason we are gathered here today, Police Hospital Co-Operative Credit Union has come to stay, and it is here to help us pay ourselves first before any other spending is done. Now, the credit union has been in existence for 10 years, and today we are here to celebrate a decade of existence of the Police Hospital Co-Operative Credit Union again for the 9th General Meeting of the Credit Union. On behalf of the Board Chairman and Board of Directors, and of course the Planning Committee, I, with warm thoughts and felicitation from the Police Hospital Credit Union, which I am a member of, welcome you to the National Headquarters Conference on the theme celebrating 10 years of accelerated growth and accountability. A warm welcome to all of us and a very good afternoon to you. I have the singular honor at this moment to invite Corporal Reverend Bernard Asolani to give us the opening prayer. Shall we please welcome him with a round of applause?
Good afternoon. Please shall we pray. Say, that's why Police Hospital Credit Union is saying we are thankful. We are so grateful unto you, Lord. May your name be glorified. We bless you and we thank you for how far you brought us. We bless you, Lord, for making it possible for Police Hospital Credit Union to improve the life of its members yesterday, today, and even tomorrow. We are saying thank you. We bless you for 10 years. We are so grateful. We commit this program into your grace and your care. At the end of the program, we will all say, indeed, we are a happy family. We also pray for tomorrow, the years ahead of us. May we see better yielding. Tomorrow, many will say, indeed, Police Hospital Credit Union is one of the best financial institutions in the country. We bless you in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Reverend. If we have our booklets, can we please turn to page 44 for a very brief exercise? Page 44. The page introduces us to the credit union song.
I will sing the first stanza and then you know how to sing it and we will sing it together. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. So please let's start. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world. The second stanza. It's a small world after all. It's a world of laughter. It's a world of tears and cheers. It's a credit union world. Thank you very much.
And it's a voluntary thing. We talk to you, you get the understanding, and then you join. Our programs are open for all police personnel. No matter where you are in the country, you can be a member of the credit union. To make the union accessible, a junior money. Some members of the PACC attest to the positive impact the union has had on their financial lives. We have people who have been able to build their own.
And the other police people who are not yet in the members, they can watch from their various places. So if you pick your phone, you can go to YouTube and just type Michael Watch TV. When you do that, you just click subscribe. So whatever we do, like tomorrow at Semale, you can view it everywhere you are. So apart from that, we also have social media, Facebook for the police hospital. So you can search on Facebook and like it. Whatever we post, or we are managing that page. So whatever we do, we post there. You can see it, and we can grow because we are in a digital world. It's either they take you or you take them. So that's how it works. Thank you so much. Lastly, we have a website. It's still under construction. We are almost done. So we will give you the address so that you can go through there. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Anoche. I went for a program somewhere and I heard the MC say something. Immediately I copied it because I thought it was a good thing. Anytime she introduced somebody or an item on the program and she realized that people were not clapping, she only said the last time she checked, clapping was free. We probably would have to introduce that here. So the last time I checked, clapping was free and you went to clap. Done saying here. This afternoon we'll have to get somebody who is going to act as our head to be able to steer the affairs of this program to a successful end. And so it is an honor and great privilege for me to introduce to you the chairperson for this afternoon's October occasion. She is no other person than someone who is a medical doctor and currently practicing as a medical doctor for the finest hospital in Ghana, the Ghana Police Hospital. She is a great source of inspiration to all women, myself inclusive, and of course to the men who have worked under her and with her. Her zeal for financial freedom for all challenged her to introduce credit union to the police hospital, which is celebrating 10 years, a decade of existence today. This chairperson is a certified credit union African development trainer with a standing ovation and a round of applause helping in his work today.
Chief inspectors, inspectors, and men, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, all other protocol observed. I'm honored and privileged to welcome you all to our 9th annual general meeting and the 10th anniversary of Police Hospital Credit Union. Our main business today is, 1, to receive the annual reports and financial statements of our union for the year ended 30th June 2019. 2, to discuss the management board report for the financial year under review. Also, to listen to a brief history on the operations of the credit union for the past 10 years from our able consultant. And also to adopt the proposed budget for 2019-2020 financial year, and also to adopt proposed dividends for the financial year ended 30th June 2019. I urge all of us to get involved with the deliberations of the day. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. 10 years of accelerated growth and accountability. Credit union. Credit union. Credit union. Thank you very much. We'll continue with the program by inviting Dr. Philomena Dazi to give us a brief history of the operations of PHCUE.
Good afternoon, corporators.
Please, can you turn to page 8? It has been 10 years already, but it all seems like it started some few weeks ago. How time flies when you seem to be having the best moments. As an ambassador of credit unionism, I had been a strong advocate of development of the individual through credit union principles. On the 5th of July 2004, I set up a credit union in my church in our community in Sakumono. The current chairperson, DCOP Dr. Marian Tetekobo, who is a personal friend, also joined the church-based union and achieved numerous benefits from its membership, including building a house, educating her wards, and setting up businesses. She had a chat with me and stated that she would love the credit union to be established at her workplace. She wanted everybody to also benefit from what she had enjoyed. So she arranged a meeting for me to discuss the concept with the police hospital wing of police ladies and invited some of her senior colleague doctors, both male and female. 4 years later, we decided to start with basically no office, no staff, but 6 dedicated ladies. And I would like to mention the ladies for them to come here, and then we'll see the people that we started with. ACP retired Mrs. Georgette Hazel. I think she's traveled, she's not around. Then at that time, we have ACP Dr. Mrs. Marian Tetekobo. And then we have Chief Superintendent Linda Vanderpoy. And then we have Superintendent Juliana Date. And then we have Inspector Christiana Mensah. And then we had Sergeant Sunrise Adika. I don't know whether she's around. Okay, she's around. So these were the 6 ladies that I started the credit union with. I talked to them, they understood it, they said, let's go on. My experience with these ladies were extraordinary because I saw a group of women who were very professional and committed to their cause. We pitched our camp in one of the offices of the Assistant Registrar in the person of Inspector Sunrise Adika. That was the hospital, the very top floor, one of the rooms. That was her office. Who was dedicated to what she was committed to do. The interesting thing I realized was that these ladies respected protocol so much, and at that time, though ACP Dr. Marian Tetekobo had introduced the union, she had to allow the senior colleague in the person of ACP Mrs. Georgette Hazel to chair till she went on retirement. That was the first important thing I learned from the ladies. They were so committed to seeing the growth of the union, and for the first 2 years, there were regular meetings without any remuneration. They made sure we had an office and had a comfortable place of operation through their contacts and their ranks. I must commend the 2 gentlemen who joined us in the person of DCOP Dr. Ebenezer Ewusie. Please, we want to see you. And the second gentleman was DCOP Mr. Albert Namba. He is not here, but he was the second person, whose commitment to pre-auditing and internal auditing put the union on its toes. In 2013, I was indisposed for about a year, but I just did not want to leave the ladies all alone. They decided to hold one of the board meetings in my home to encourage me every step of the way. Ms. Juliana Amachi, the administrator, would not leave any stone unturned, and even on my hospital bed in Kolegu, we had to prepare the 2014-2015 budget. I must confess, all these sped up my recovery, and I'm still contributing my quota to ensure we see the full realization of our objectives. I have given numerous speeches on credit unionism, have set up a number of credit unions, managed the credit unions with the largest asset. In fact, University of Ghana was where I was a manager myself. But the experience with the police is a unique opportunity that will forever stay with me. I thank the management for giving me the opportunity to exhibit my potentials in the face of opposition statements, such as, why do you need a consultant? And the result is what we all are witnessing today. Thank you to all the committee members and the staff for believing in my judgments. You have been a good team to work with. I am very certain that our dream of recruiting all police personnel as part of the credit union will be very near future. God bless you all.
Interesting, touching, revealing history from Dr. Philomena Dazi. Thank you very much. God bless you too. On the program, we have the reading, corrections, and acceptance of the 2018-2019 minutes, and this will be done by the Board Secretary, Superintendent Julius Nyankson. Shall you please welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you very much. Please, let's turn to page 35. In order to save time, I wouldn't want us to read. I'm assuming many of us have gone through it. So we will go from page to page to do the corrections if you have captured any. Page 35. That is where we are beginning. If there is any correction, please alert me, then I will capture it and do that accordingly. Any correction on page 35, please? Okay, we'll continue to page 36. Page 36, any correction? 37. And the last page, page 38. Yes, sir. Was said. The correction we have here is on page 38, number 13. That is the subheading closing. On the first line, the name Van der Palen was wrongly spelled. And then on the second line, closing prayer was aid. It's supposed to read said. Thank you very much, sir. Any other, please? In the absence of any corrections, can any member who attended the 8th annual general meeting move for the adoption of the minutes?
In the absence of further corrections, I move that the minutes should be adopted.
Can we get a seconder, please? Anybody to second? Okay, we have a seconder at the back. Okay, Sergeant Faustina has seconded. Thank you very much.
We'll have addresses and felicitations from our sister cooperative unions, but before we do that, I want to seize a moment and introduce a few people we are privileged to join us. It's a tall list, so I'll do it in bits. Thank you. This afternoon, we are privileged to have with us Director General Administration, representing the Inspector General of Police, in the person of Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ken Yeboah. Commissioners of Police retired, joining us for this afternoon's program in the person of Mrs. Joanna Osei Puku. We have from the CUA, Kwa, Mr. Emmanuel Dako. He was the former General Manager of Kwa, Ghana. Like I said, it's a tall list I have. I'll be doing this in bits. Thank you very much. We continue with the program by inviting one of our sister cooperators. Okay, so can I have a rep from the Department of Cooperatives? A rep from the, thank you very much, madam. Shall we please welcome her with a round of applause?
Credit union. Credit union. I feel highly honored to be invited to this year's annual general meeting. As you are all aware, AGMs are the times that management and members have the opportunity to assess the previous year's performance and also map out some strategies to take the credit union to a new height. As we are celebrating your 10th anniversary with the team celebrating 10 years of accelerated growth and accountability, the theme is very appropriate. That is, from a humble beginning to where God has brought this credit union is a very huge achievement. I must say that the Department of Cooperative is also happy to be associated with you, and we are looking forward that the achievements that we have chalked for the past 10 years will continue for this credit union become one of the best institution credit unions in Greater Accra. At least looking at your net surplus, this is very, very impressive. And I must say that Police Hospital Credit Union is becoming, if not, one of the best, and is challenging University of Ghana. And I pray that you go ahead and do that. The only challenge we have is that you must sensitize all the policemen, women, and other civilian officers to come and join this credit union, so that as we saw from the documentary, this credit union has transformed a lot of lives. And so if we bring all of them in, rope them in, at least by the time they retire, they have something to tell their children, family, and other people that joining the credit union has made me who I am. So I pray that the sensitization program should go. Now that we have IGP representative here, meeting him and sending, there's a proverb in Jesus, if you want to tell God something, you speak into the air, and then God hears it. So now that IGP is here, representative here, we are telling him to add, probably make it kind of compulsory something for all the staff to join. It must be, because if you join, you will not regret. Department is also happy that the board has availed themselves for us anytime we visit. We have another challenge. We want them to be part of the chapter, Greater Accra chapter, to spice that chapter and bring the idea of what you have done to achieve what you have achieved into the chapter union, and probably forge ahead to the national board, that is COA main board. Please don't sit on the fence and say because we are in institution, we cannot join any other association. So it's a challenge I'm trying to Dr. the chairperson to sensitize us, meaning the board, so that if there's any chance for you to be part of the board, I mean Accra Chapter Credit Union, you do so. We also are saying that please open the bond for other security agencies to also in. We may not know. Somebody may be in the other agency and does not even know how to save. But if they come into police hospital cooperative credit union, the message that you send across for people to join, they may also hear and join you, so that in the near future they will come and say, Madam Doctor, you know, when you told me about this credit union, I'm from prisons, I'm from fire service, immigration, Ghana Army, wherever, and I joined, and this has transformed my life. So it's a good thing that that is why one of our principles is saying that cooperation among cooperators. Therefore, if we move our credit for what you have done, and we ask that the good Lord continue to bless this credit union, and our next meeting, your surplus will not be 1 million and about. Madam, what do you want to 5 million Ghana cedis? Yes. So I thank the board, management, and staff for good work done. God bless us all. God bless Police Hospital.
Thank you very much, Madam Yampon Sakumi, Regional Director, Department of Co-Operative. I continue with the acknowledgement. I, with the permission of the chairperson, acknowledge the presence of Deputy Commissioner of Police, Dr. Ebenezer Eliseni, Pediatrician Police Hospital Head of the Pediatrics Unit. I am reliably informed that the following persons have also joined us for this afternoon's program. Chief Superintendent of Police retired, Mr. Daniel Dako. He was the first person. I will come back with more of the acknowledgements. We continue with the program by inviting a rep from Credit Union Association to give us some few words. A rep from the Credit Union Association Ghana. Thank you. Shall we please welcome him with a round of applause?
Thank you very much. Madam Chairperson, distinguished invited guests, members and fellow cooperators, good afternoon. I have the pleasure to represent the General Manager, Mr. Emmanuel Kofi, who is going to lead the celebration of the International Credit Unions Day tomorrow, and so has asked me to say a few words on this occasion of your 9th AGM and also the celebration of your 10th anniversary. Madam Chairperson, you agree with me that 10 years in the life of a credit union is a lot, especially in these times where there are so many challenges in the financial sector. Looking at your records, 10 years, you've been able to account for yourselves by having annual AGMs for 9 consecutive years. That is something that needs to be recognized. Can you put your hands together? It actually reflects what you've said in your team. And so, celebrating 10 years of accelerated growth and accountability cannot be more true than you have demonstrated. As a member of COA, the good works you've done is what is promoting COA in Ghana and outside. And so for now, as of December 2018, we have over 566 credit unions, who have contributed membership over 860,000. Our total assets is over 1.6 billion. And all this is because credit unions like yours are doing so well. Now, a trend look at your financials, as you would all bear witness, has shown that every aspect is looking good, except that the financial crisis has demonstrated that it affected us, but it was almost insignificant. And so from 2017, you realize that your net surplus declined slightly, and that of 2018 and 2019. Apart from that, we can all say that you are doing very well. The theme for ICU, that is International Credit Unions Day, this year is Local Service Global Reach. Madam Chairperson, I want to assure you that the little you are doing here is also being done elsewhere. And this is where I want to throw the challenge to you. I think the ones that have spoken ahead of me have done a lot of the challenge. But permit me to liken what we are doing here to the humble beginnings of one credit union in Kenya, which is the police SACCO. They call it SACCO, Savings and Credit Cooperatives. They started in 1972 with a membership of 690. As we speak today, their total membership is about 630,450. My question was, how did they do this over the years? But the little I have heard and from the documentary I watched, I believe that if you would also adapt similar strategies, like you've been told already, by expanding your common bond, looking at those who have retired. The fact that you retire from the service doesn't mean your credit union is over. You can still save after retirement. And those that are not service officers, you should not forget about them also. The little I want to also say is that sometimes we join these credit unions and then we forget about it. We do not monitor how our funds are growing and whatever records we put in place. Let me at this point say that some of the things you are doing should be taken more seriously. One of which is your membership. At the time of filling membership forms, we write so much on it. But it is more like a will that we have done. And so if your particulars change any moment in your lifetime, please visit the office and update your records. Other than that, one day you will not be there, and your benefit will be going to somebody at the time of your demise. Probably you may not be willing to give your things to. So please update your records regularly. Update your records with the credit union regularly. In terms of investment, this is where the financial sector has suffered so much challenge. And so where you invest should also be something that you should research carefully. Wherever your money is going, you must be interested in. And so liaise, you can call the BOG and find out the places that you've heard that they are giving so much returns. Be sure that it is not too risky and that they are in the good standings of the central bank. Let me also say that
I was called upon to do that. And then Baboon answered. Wasn't necessary to call me Baboon. Everybody here is referred to as brother, irrespective of their status in life. At least you could have called me Brother Babs. So at least, but as something is here, when that person comes in, let's give the person a clap and show some level of appreciation. Thank you very much. I now want to invite the rep from the prisons to give us at least 3 minutes of some solidarity message. Thank you. A round of applause, please.
Credit union. Credit union. This afternoon, I'm glad for the invitation. I'm representing my Director General, who doubles as the chairperson for the Prisons Credit Union. On the occasion of your 9th AGM, and the 10th anniversary celebration. We are also happy to be part of this 10th anniversary celebration. You started on a smaller note, but today you are becoming one of the giants. Congratulations. You started with the objective of capturing only the police hospital. Then after some time, you said no, we want all the police personnel to come on board. But you are not hitting the target because you have not done one thing. And the one thing that you have not done is the name change. You haven't done something on the name. So although the objectives have changed, the trick is not working. So that is my suggestion to you. We are commending the board and the staff, but I am urging you to look at this suggestion and see how the trick will work. We want to congratulate you on your 10th anniversary. Thank you.
I said in my introduction that this afternoon the IGP is well represented here, and he has a speech to be delivered. Whoever has represented him this afternoon would be introduced at this moment by DCOP Dr. Samuel Otu Nyako. Shall we please welcome him with a round of applause?
Credit Union. Credit Union. Credit Union. All right, I'm here to introduce the guest speaker. So our guest speaker today is a seasoned credit unionist who combines 41 years of credit union management and institutional development experience gained from working in over 20 national credit union apex organizations in Africa and some related study tours made to some countries other than Africa. He held various positions with the Liberia Credit Union National Association, that's for 11 years, and the African Confederation of Cooperative Savings and Credit Associations, known as ACOSCA, for 6 years. In April 1996, he was employed by the Canadian Cooperative Association as a management advisor to the Credit Union Association in Ghana to assist in the management of a 6-year bilateral project signed between the governments of Ghana and then Canada. He then became the general manager of the Ghana Cooperative Credit Union Association for 12 years until July 2014. His hard work, dedication, and competence in the discharge of his duties have been observed throughout the movement in Africa and by other partners around the world. He was the immediate past chairman of the Ghana Microfinance Network from 2006 to 2014 and the secretary of the African Microfinance Institutions Network, AFMI, from 2006 to 2009 as a vice chairman from 2010 to 2012. A part-time lecturer at the University of Cape Coast on a diploma course on microfinance for 3 years to 2009. Currently, he is acting as a consultant to the Canadian Cooperative Association, International Development for the Revival of Credit Unions in Sierra Leone and Liberia since June 2008, and recently in Uganda since March 2015. He is indeed an international man. He is a board member of Saint Ghana, and currently he is the chairman of Kamku Cooperative Credit Union in Accra. He is a motivational speaker who honors more than 30 speaking engagements, both nationally and internationally, every year. He is an author and has authored 4 different books. I'll mention them. The first one is The Reality of Life, How to Get Yourself Out of Poverty. The second one is Have Control Over Your Life, It Is For You Alone. The third one is very interesting. The title is Nobody is Born Poor. And then the fourth one is the evolution and enduring power of the credit union movement in Ghana. And to crown it all, he is currently the Goodwill Ambassador for the African Confederation of Cooperative Savings and Credit Unions, ACOSCA, responsible for the promotion of credit unions as poverty reduction tool in the African continent. The guest speaker has honored the biblical command that we should give birth and fill the earth. He is married to one woman, but amazingly, they have 6 solid children. Ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Dalton.
Credit Union. Happy family. Yes, I'm very, very happy to join you today. And when I see the smiles of Dr. Philomena Dazi, no, I feel so proud of her. Can you get up and wave to everybody? May God bless you. Yes. She has taken the mantle to join me as well. And we are promoting credit unions everywhere. Madam Chairperson, our IGP here present, Medical Director of Police, retired commissioners, rep from Department of Cooperatives and KUA, all protocol observed, fellow cooperators. I'm also sharing your happiness because Philomena, Dr. Philomena, and our chairperson also invited me during the onset of this credit union. And now I'm surprised when I look at your financial statements. What others took 40 years to achieve, you have taken 10 years to achieve that. The speed at which you are growing is very commendable, and that calls for leadership. Africans have attended several courses on governance, but I tell you, if you don't have integrity, governance is useless. And when I look at your board of directors and look at what you have done, that means you have the integrity right here. And the foundation you are laying will go for several years. Yes, when you look at Kenya, their building is about 27-story building for the police. If you drink 27,000 Ghana cedis and you have no land, and you go to church and say, God will be laughing at you. So look at what you are doing. You are building all your houses in your stomach. And now you are praising God for what? People have learned to complain. Mobile phone. If you buy 5 Ghana cedi a day, you spend 9,000 Ghana cedi in 5 years. 90 million. You can buy a land of that 90 million. No. You keep on talking and talking. And the mobile phone companies are becoming richer and richer. And the Bible says, those who are not satisfied with the little that they are given, it will be taken away. This is how it is taken away. Even 50 pesos a day, 5 years is 9 million, 900 Ghana cedi, if you are paying 50 pesos. But because we are not happy about 50 pesos, you kick it aside, you are faculty of feeding, faculty way. If you kick 2 Ghana cedi every day, you spend 36 million, 3,600. And you have so many people who do not have 1 cent in their account. That means when you came to this world, you never even appreciated 50 pesos. That's what King Solomon said. A man may have 100 children, live for so many years. If that person or that man did not get his share of happiness while living on earth and dies without receiving a decent burial, a baby born dead is better off. If you came to this world only to complain, my salary is small, I'm suffering, and I'm buying, I'm finding questions, and so until you die, it's better not to come to this world at all. So the credit union came to teach people how to save. Because some of us, when we take salary at the end of the month, the way we work change. Do you understand? On the 15th, our faces are also changed. As if we have lived with the devil for 30 years. You know? So it teaches people how to save. And from the saving, you continue. If you have worked for 20 years, 25 years in the police force, it is not your experience that we need. What have you achieved after 25 years of service? So if after working between 15 to 25 years, you cannot show anything that money has done for you, money becomes a useless commodity. Because when you eat and your stomach is filled, when you go to the toilet, it's gone. Then your stomach will tell you, I'm hungry again. If you are drinking beer, you'll be urinating. Do you understand? Don't think it's water that is coming from you. It's your money that you are urinating away. Do you understand? When you take your mobile phone, you talk, and make talking as a game, all your money will be going through the air. And God will be looking at you. And I tell you, if God is to call you and open your eyes and show you, Mr. Dako, my son, you worship me. How long did you stay in F? I said, I've been international consultant, all villages, everything. Can I ask you one question? Yes. I know that you worship me. And you worked for so many years. Show me one thing that you did on earth that you remember and thank me all the time. They say, hey, brother. And Carol is a brand name, try, and I'm the bar. The Brandon Kufuan crowd slow. Mahama Natamis, the young one, a boo sumra, I ever saw. Alright, let me show you. We show you a picture on the wall. The beer bottles, number of girlfriends, number of this. You find out that the money that God gave to you has filled the whole of this room. What did you achieve from that? Money can only be useful if you can show what you have used it for. Oh, rather, I didn't go to school, but I'm happy that all my 3 children are all well educated. Thank you. Now when you grow old and your children are coming to visit you and they all park their cars, do you understand? And you look at this and say, you know, you build your house, your grandchildren